Let's launch into our Lancaster-Lebanon League football preview, and we will jump into Section 1. And before we show you that all the teams' makeups in Section 1, let's listen to one of the veteran football coaches in Section 1, the head coach of Wilson, on what his thoughts were on this Berks and LL merger.
First of all, I think it's great. I mean, there's Section 1's going to have, us at Township and Hempfield. Penn Manor's getting better every year. Cedar Crest is always in the hunt. And Reading and McCaskey have the potential, the new coaches may take them a while, but, it's going to be a barn burner. It's just great parity everywhere. So instead of having one big game and then having all those 60-6 games where you don't learn anything, it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of undefeated seasons. There's going to be a lot of teams knocking off. I'll be really surprised if there's not a lot of shared titles where A beats B, B beats C, C beats A, just because of the parity.
There you go, Doug Doms from Wilson, a legend in the LL League, although it's kind of interesting because he is a Berks County team technically, but has been here since I think the 70s, Eric, when we had that combo. Thoughts on Wilson? Are they still the big dogs in Section 1?
Well, they are. And reading through the notes, they took a hit with some key people as far as graduation is concerned. But with Wilson, they just seem to plug in guys every year. And in fact, the one thing is, when we had a chance to talk to Coach Doms, I said, well, what kind of numbers do you have as far as kids coming out? And he said, well, we're down a little bit. We're at about 82. And I'm thinking, geez, I mean, how many schools would just love to have 82 kids come out? And that's the one thing. I mean, I played against Wilson, and I remember in warm-ups, you'd look out and all you see are red jerseys, just a constant stream of red jerseys. You think, when does it end? So with them, it's a matter of numbers. And again, winning is contagious up there. And I think when it's all said and done, Wilson's name is going to be one of those we're going to be talking about at the end of the season.
All right, well, let's give you the actual full list of teams that are in Section 1, because it didn't change a whole lot, but it is worth taking a look at just so that you're able to put it in your mind who is actually a Section 1 team this year. So Cedar Crest, Hempfield, Manheim Township, McCaskey, Penn Manor, and Wilson were all formerly LL. Reading now joins, and they come into Section 1. So that's who's in Section 1, just making sure everybody's updated and educated on that. And we will certainly break down every single section so that you know who is where. So Tim, your quick thoughts on Wilson. Are they still the big dogs, or can somebody knock them off in Section 1 this year?
But I think they're still the big dogs. Manheim Township obviously gives them a run for their money. I like what Coach Dom says. He said there's going to be a lot of shared titles, A, B, and C. And honestly, I could see Hempfield beating Township, Township beating Wilson, Wilson beating Hempfield, and everybody has one loss. Penn Manor, as he said, is getting better. Reading struggles. Cedar Crest is decent, but I look at probably the top three teams are going to be there this year, with Wilson probably going to be the number one seed come playoff time.